It's time to head out to the World Wide Web using Adobe Illustrator. Caution: the information you are about to receive is technical in nature and therefore a tad boring. Or not. Let me tell you a bedtime story. Many years ago, when the world was young, before the invention of electricity, a kinder, gentler world. During those days, the internet was just easy to work with. Not much going on, but it was limited in what it could do in terms of color. Color information was built up using what are called bits. Computers are light switches. That's really all they are. The more light switches, the more you can do. So if you take 8 light switches and you put them in a row, and the only thing they can do is go on and off, you will have a maximum of 256 possible combinations. Now, in the world of color, most monitors were 8-bit monitors, which meant they were only 256 possible color combinations. That didn't give us a lot to work with. They came up with formats that would help us out. The first one we want to look at is called GIF. It's not pronounced GIF, it's GIF. Graphics Interchange Format. This format was designed to help compensate for the problems with 8-bit technology, which incidentally we don't have anymore. It was lossless in nature, which meant you didn't lose any color information when you used it. It does support limited transparency. Not really great, but it does support it. The maximum number of colors you could do are 256, and you can run up or down that list depending on what you need. It uses a compression scheme called RLE, Run Length Encoding, and it loves solid colors. So it's good for clip art, logos, text, stuff like that. And it's great for the internet, PDF documents. PowerPoint does use this format, although I'll show you a better one in a minute. The next format, of course, is the JPEG format, Joint Photographers Expert Group. It's a loss-E compression method, which means it takes things away. It makes things smaller. It does not support any transparency at all. Its maximum color set is 16.7 million colors, so that's a lot of color. However, it doesn't really give you all that color. It removes color to make the file smaller. Colors are determined in the image by building what's called a CLUT, a color lookup table. So think of it this way. You have a really nice photograph. You want to convert it down to make it small for the internet. So you use the JPEG format. The JPEG format takes those possible 16.7 million color variations in the photograph and throws most of them away. It then creates a CLUT table. And that table actually helps it to dither combinations of existing colors to trigger color memory, to make your mind see colors that are no longer there. That's why JPEGs can get really, really small. It loves color variation, shading, anything you want. So it's great for photographs, images with color variations and heavy shading, internet, PDF stuff, PowerPoint. But again, I'm going to show you a variation on that PowerPoint theme with JPEG and GIF that blows both of them away. The third format is called the PNG. This is my favorite. Portable Network Graphic. The PNG format is lossless. Now that's a problem there because it does generate bigger files, but you don't lose quality when you use this format. It supports transparency in all its forms, including drop shadows. Unlimited color variation, 2 formats, the PNG 8. Now, it was created to take the place of the GIF format, and it will eventually. And the PNG 24, which eventually will replace the JPEG in instances like, in PowerPoint, for example. But for the internet, a PNG 24, although I like it, it's pretty big. It makes things slow down on you. So I would say, for now, stick to JPEG for photography. It loves image information in any variation. It is excellent for the World Wide Web. It didn't used to be. A few years ago, it wasn't supported fully. Now it is, so you can use it if you want. But this is, besides Flash and output to print, this is the native format for PowerPoint. If you PNG your images, don't even think GIF anymore. Don't even think JPEG, to be serious. If you do PowerPoint with PNG, it's going to look great. So those are the formats. That's what we're going to work with. That's all, folks. I'll meet you in the next segment, and we will get practical in Adobe Illustrator with the information we just learned.